Hey there, Texor here. Another day on my solo world, and today I'm going to do a little something different today. Today I'd like to show you some of the world and everything that's been going on. So I'm here at the uh, my main base. This world I've been building on for about four years, and we have a little interruption. Let's try it again. Take two. And why don't we just head on over to Spawn and we'll work our way through. And I'm going to discuss what I'd like to, my plans are for this next bit of videos that I'm going to be working on. And here we are. This is the Spawn area, and this is the um, iron farm that still works in version 116.2 that I've upgraded to now. At the moment, I've got these blocks that are interfering with the view of the zombie there, so they're not producing anything at the moment. So yeah, so 4 years ago, I believe around when I started this world the first time, this was the spawn area that I started in. And as we can see, we got our iron farm, so I'll have to turn that back on sometime soon. So there's not a lot going on here. This was just a few things that I wanted to um, have available for use right away, just playing around with stuff. Had a railroad track going all the way. So as I ventured through, um, you went down and did some mining down below there to get some diamonds and stuff, and ventured my way over here and started working on building. Yeah, I was going to kind of do the whole medieval castle thing. Well, you can see this is my first attempt, not exactly the greatest. And eventually I ended up abandoning this area and haven't really returned much to this area. And you can see I got a couple of my friends here. And yeah, a lot of these crates don't have a lot going on. And I started working on this. Basically, it was going to be a large castle, but I've since, again, like I say, I kind of abandoned this area because I wasn't too happy to work here, and I started venturing out a little bit further and wanted to find a different place to set up. I didn't want to be so close to Spawn, which is just right over there. So I decided to move on, and as I was venturing around, um, I kind of settled on an area, but this is not it. This is just a place where I built up a place. It started off as a breeding farm, but it's changed a lot now, and it's in this style now. And I haven't really been here, but I can see golems are starting to patrol the area, and started just for something to do as a plan. I built like a little farmhouse here. There's nothing really in it except for a bed to sleep on when I come over here to do some work. Work meeting, just working on kind of doing some farming and stuff. You can see I got some sheeps over here and some cows for collecting what I need from them. Uh, Built up a little bit of other farms here and stuff. So this kind of was, very old European English style countryside. And so I'll keep going this way here. And this whole area here has been modified. That's not exactly how it looks when I first came here. So a lot of the trees I've planted, uh, worked on building this pathway, goes that way, and it also goes this way, and do a lot of landscaping and whatnot. And so, well, yeah, let's just take a venture on over this way. And I plan to continue just doing that. Everywhere I sort of go, I like to actually have my hands on it, and done some landscaping, terraforming over there, lots of tree planting over here, um, and yeah, this is all stuff that I just threw in here just to kind of really dense up the place. I thought it would be kind of cool if somebody discovered coming over here and they would discover this beautiful waterfall coming down. And yeah, so that was a little bit of work I did there. Yeah, and all these trees were planted, and I put bushes and grass down and stuff like that. So we're going to be coming up on essentially my main base area. This is where, when I first came across here, this section, there was a little village over here, way, way back. And, but I lost all the villagers, because it was early in the game. Didn't know a lot about things, and so yeah, the villagers abandoned it. Well, they probably got taken by zombies and stuff. So I tore every building down that was here and tried to repopulate it, but didn't continue with that. The only thing that's original here is the well. Now I have changed some of it and added a little bit more, but the well is the original well that was here, just modified or updated some of the blocks around it. But everything else here is brand new. This is the mega base. I've given a tour on that before, but if you need a refresher, I can always come back and show you. But we'll be going in there quite often. Built up this old sort of cathedral style church, and yeah, I think it's looking pretty cool. Ooh, we got a bad guy out there. So yeah, this is obviously the pew for the people there, and not sure why there's a dirt block here. I have noticed sometimes that the not guardians, what are they called again? Somebody please remind me. I sometimes forget things. And yeah, just building up some houses here. I just thought, again, I'd go for sort of like the French English style. A little bit of more over here. And oh, that big, gigantic, ugly looking beast in the sky that I built up a while ago is my um, mob farm. And it produces quite a bit. I've actually had to stop it a little bit because I was getting overflowing with items. And so there's still a lot more work I'd like to do around here for some building. Oh, there's my old pumpkin melon farms. I built a new one over there, which I show in a video I did. And this was going to be, I was going to make a big giant greenhouse here. Um, and that changed somewhat, but uh, then I recently built this uh, farm here, this auto farm where the villager mines all the stuff and he throws it at this uh, villager here. But of course, they just end up down there, and I am going to build up another layer above that. Looks like we're going to end up having to sleep before I move on to the next section. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and so we'll go on to the next sections. And I built this rail system as well that goes right underneath my base there and goes over to a village that's over there in the desert. Again, just building up some gardens and more gardens, and got some bees going on over here. And so yeah, doing a lot of that. And as you can see, lots of stuff going on there. So let's go ahead and just take a quick little flyover. Oh, I did want to show something here too. Um, So a while back, when I first came over here, there was literally nothing here, but this rock pattern kind of got me curious. So I actually started digging straight down, and would you have it? There's a stronghold down there, and so I thought that was pretty cool that it was that close. And so yeah, as you can see, there's some work going on over there. So there's lots of work everywhere, and built this nice, cool railroad bridge to go over. It's not bad. This was built a long time ago. And that brings us out to this village. And this village is built up quite a bit now. And I've, again, pretty much removed and added new buildings. Actually, there's one here in the center that I still haven't gotten around to removing, this one. And it still shows the original church. And that little guy right there is still the original. Boy, there's an awful lot of golems. So there is a lot of, are you having a little trouble getting out there, buddy? Maybe you need a little help? Try not to punch the golem. There you go. But yeah, there's lots of golems. This one looks like he's taken a few arrows. And that's still the original well. Yeah, so some of these are new buildings and all that kind of stuff. So I really redesigned it. It gave it that old desert village look and feel. A couple of towers over there. And I'm going to expand on this even some more when I get around to it. Over here, you started work on a resort that I wanted to build here, which I haven't been back to in a while, but it's yeah, it's looking pretty good, and I'll have to come back and work on that some more. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So that was original base, lots of villagers in the area, and certainly lots of golems too, getting in people's way. So yeah, I just like the liveliness of having it's just gives you that feeling of the place being populated. So okay, let's head this way. Now I started building this road. Obviously, there's a lot of work to be done on it, and just experimenting with different uh, landscape ideas and just seeing what works and what doesn't. I find right now these guys, I used a texture pack which made the leaves look a lot better. So they kind of look a little odd right now without that texture pack loaded up. Um, and I've upgraded to 116.2, and there's still waiting for a good version of Optifine to come out for this, so waiting on that. And so yeah, and then there was another, as I came exploring over this way, I found another village over here. And again, it's already been, you can see I built it up some already. And you can see there's a good population of villagers and golems hanging out around here. And so I've been working on this. And just, yep. But I since moved on to another area. I was going to build a large cathedral right there, but not working on that right now. And so let's continue on this desert highway. I was trying to go for the Arizona, Utah highway style. And that's cool. Like I was going to blend all that in. Lots of vegetation that I've added over there. Um, and you can see I've been busy clearing it out and replacing it with um, stone instead. And we'll be continuing to do that. Now the big plan I have is coming up this way. And when I first came around this corner or up over that hill, um, which needs to be fixed, there was another desert village over here. So I headed over here. Didn't really think much of it. until recently. You can see I've been adding lots of vegetation and trees and all added in like this sort of warehouse building. Looks pretty cool, but not sure if it's going to stay because the plan is to rebuild, or not rebuild, but my whole plan is to build a city in this area, or a very, very large town. So I've already kind of mapped out some of it. And so putting in some of the road work first, and in addition with the road work, I'll be working out some of the buildings. And as you can see, just over there, there's another village. Once we get it coming into view, there it is. And I thought this is pretty cool, like, you know, four villages that close to each other. And so I'm going to connect these two villages, and this is going to be, like I say, the a rather large town, you could say. And so yeah, let me just kind of do a fly around so you can see the area a little better. And you can see I've already sort of started mapping out the roads, and as you can see, there's the original village, which is mostly still intact. It hasn't been changed very much. And yeah, so the plan is going to be to um, build a whole city sprawling around here, going way off into this areas here for like some housing and stuff. And yeah, so that's going to be maybe the main downtown core, and then we're going to have like uh, townships spreading out this way. And so that's going to, and the other thing I want to do too is we're going to have um, a big harbor over both sides, basically. I'm going to have to clear out some of the area here, and there's a nice flower biome right over here. And yeah, we're going to have, yeah, we're going to turn this into a harbor and dig it out a little bit deeper. And yeah, there's going to be a lot going on here. So we're going to see a lot of changes, and I'll try to keep you guys up to date with video progression and things like that. And yeah, and then we'll work on this village over here and turn this village into a town center, sort of like a district off from the main city that's going to be over there. And you can see there's a bunch of uh, villagers hanging out around here. So I haven't done much change there, but definitely got a lot of work ahead. So I'll show the map over there one more time as to what we're going to be doing. And I'll probably move this map just over on the other side there so it's a little closer. So yeah, this is going to be the downtown core right here. And we're going to have a bridge going across and going off to this village here. Uh, this whole area further down is going to be a bit of the harbor. We're going to have harbor along here on this side of it, a little bit on that side, but not too much. This is going to be more of the industrial side of the harbor, and this will be just part of the city and maybe even some in here. And I thought too, what European city wouldn't be complete without a old style fort. Maybe up in here might be a good place for it. And so I'll do that. And then, like I said, it'll expand out in that direction, and we'll go along this. There's a valley that goes out this way, and this road, I'm going to continue it in that direction even further, because I actually believe if you go east this way further, there's actually another village over there. So, oh, look at that cool colored cat. Ah, neat. I'm gonna have to tame him. Okay, it looks like we're ready to sleep. So that's, oh, and you stole my bed. Okay, I think that he left one out on the outskirts here. So that's all for now. I will update you guys on the progression of the Township. Okay, night.